The government is just trying to harm us. Okay, the government, he's trying to harm us by putting stuff in our food, putting stuff in our drinks, and he's trying to kill us. That's what Donald Trump wants. Donald Trump wants to harm me. He wants to harm my family. He wants to harm my sister. He wants to harm my brother and my father. Donald Trump and the government is a no, no, no. All Donald Trump and his government, they want to poison us by putting stuff in our food, our water, and putting products to make us hurt. And honestly, I don't agree with it. I don't like personally, my opinion, I just think the government is trying to harm us. Now, believe it or not, I have factual evidence, factual reasons as to why the government wants to harm us. When you look at it, let's take a trip down. Let's take a trip down memory lane. So basically, back in the good old 2000 days, food was healthy, food was affordable. You had all these nice food prices. And then guess what happened? The US happened. And what happened was, as you could see, they started putting stuff in our products, our food products. And you wanna know why they started putting stuff in our food products? They started putting stuff in our food products because they wanted us to be hurt. They want us to suffer. While all the rich, their goal is for them, all the poor people to die, all the middle class people to die, and then the rich people get to live. And that's what they want. They want all the rich people to survive and all the middle class poor people to die. And that's why the government is just, it's a no, personally. My opinion, personally, just, no, I can't deal with the government. The government is just trying to harm us. I mean, the government is just trying to hurt me and hurt me. And that's why, like, the other day I was eating an apple and I choked on the apple, believe it or not. I mean, I know I don't look like a guy that choke on an apple. Like, I don't choke on apples. When I choked on that apple, I knew it had something to do with the government because only the government will allow you to choke on an apple because they put they put some type of substance in the apple. So when I bit it, it made my throat kind of like, and then luckily my mom came and patted me on the back and it was free. But had it not been for that, I could have, would have been the end for me. And that's why the government, I think they're trying to kill me because I'm giving out their info. Like, in 2026, their plan is to kill all immigrants. And honestly, I gotta say, they can't do that. They can't do that. That's good that I stayed. That's why I stayed. And that's why I stayed because, like, government can try to harm me, but they can't harm me. That's why. And that's why when I look at it from an educational standpoint, and the government is trying to harm us, I say we strike back at the government. I say we attack the government. We show up to the White House, the Supreme Court, and we attack. We attack at dawn. The government is just trying to harm me and hurt me and make me hurt. And I can't fight for my rights anymore. I can't. I have to pay to survive, but I don't want to pay to survive. I want to be free and survive. And like the other day I was in class and Miss Stevens is over here telling me, Marlon, do your classwork. Marlon, do your classwork. And I'm like, Miss Stevens, what's the point of doing all this classwork? What's the point of doing all this classwork if the government is just trying to find ways to kill people? And so I was just like, F this. I'm not doing the schoolwork. I'm not. I'm not touching that damn schoolwork. I'm not touching it because the government's out for me and I will outplay the government. I will outplay the government. And I will outdo them. They think they can outdo me. I'll outdo them. I'll outdo them. The government has nothing on you. When they try to harm me, I'll harm them back. And yeah, that's just how I feel about the government. That's just how I feel. That is just how I feel. Just trying to harm me. And I don't like it. That's why I don't like it. No. And that's why the government is just trying to harm us. Harm people. And that's why don't you say it. Don't you say it. I know what you're trying to spell, bro, but gosh. Don't you say it. Don't you say it. I know what you're trying to do. And it won't work on me. It won't work on me. XBP. Okay, XBP. I know what you're trying to do. You're not slick. You're not slick, XBP. With the N and the I. You're not slick. You're not slick. You're not slick. You're not slick. Wait a minute. And now, that's all I gotta say about the government and the political stuff and the economical state of the world. And yeah.